Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Bloodborne Countdown. This is Top 10 Epic Fails, and starting from now, if you want to submit for the next episode, you have 2 weeks from when this video goes up to send in your clips. Watch until the end of this video for more information about that. Otherwise, let's dive right into these unfortunate fails, starting with number 10. So here we have Harvey, who's invaded the Forbidden Woods when he suddenly falls down a steep cliff during his search for the host, and unfortunately he gets stuck in a tree. If you notice, he took no damage though, or at least he appeared to. In a way, he's lucky he didn't die straight away from that fall. However, some of you might recognize this type of situation. The game technically thinks he's still falling because he's suspended above the ground, and this soon becomes clear because when he eventually does manage to jump out from behind the tree, he dies as soon as his feet regain contact with the floor. Very unfortunate. Alright, let's move along to number 9. Quentin Bagelson is outside Canehurst Castle and he's just summoned in a friend, and they both head off towards the elevator. Now I'm warning you now, there are quite a few elevator clips in this countdown. I seriously don't know what it is about FromSoft and elevators, but they really do produce the funniest moments in every Souls game and in Bloodborne, and this time is no exception. The elevator arrives at their floor, they both get on and wait to go back up, but the elevator says no. I wonder what his summon thought about that. That's hilarious. Congratulations, man. Let's look at number 8. Okay, so here we have Jumpin Productions following Eileen's questline here at the Tomb of Odin, where him and Eileen are intended to gang up on and defeat the hunter Henrik. So he begins attacking Henrik, and then Eileen comes in a bit later to help him. Now you've got to be careful for this encounter because Henrik is actually pretty strong for this level and he can kill Eileen fairly easily if you don't help her. Now they actually do quite well, and at the end here they've almost killed Henrik, but this is where the fail occurs. He heals up with a blood vial, tries to shoot at Henrik with his pistol, but incredibly he actually interrupts Eileen, who is just behind him, so she's out of action, and then Henrik traps him and casually finishes him off with 2 hits. And in the end, all it took was 1 more hit from Eileen for Henrik to die. That is so unlucky, but hey, at least you managed to get him in the end, kind of. Anyway, congratulations, let's move on to number 7. This one is another elevator fail, but not in the way you might think. This person is a summon trying to help out his host and lead him the right way, but some hosts are just beyond help.
Really? Really? Really, you slide? Wow.
Number 6 is Lance Spider, who is being harassed by the rifle enemies down here in the sewers, and then the poor guy gets smacked off the ladder by this beast with a rod. But luckily he lands right on top of this wooden beam, which gives him an opportunity to heal, but he gets sniped off straight afterwards and falls off the beam. Then the beast below uppercuts him and then pounds him into the floor in one smooth combo. That might be the most brutal way I've seen someone die to the normal enemies in Bloodborne. Unlucky Lance, you got wrecked, what can I say? Alright, let's move on to number 5. Okay, coming in halfway down the countdown is Quick Difference, and he's invaded this host who's standing right next to the elevator, and of course he tries to get a duel started, so he sends the lift up and out the way. But the host then tries to sneak up behind him while he's doing that to get a sneaky first hit in, and that happens. I could watch that on replay all day, that is pure gold, just incredible. Let's move on to number 4. We have Reverendhobo, who is taking the ladder up to Jura, the hunter, you know, the annoying guy with the chain gun, and his plan is to get to the top and shoot Jura 4 times with his pistol when he's facing away with the chain gun, so that he falls off and dies. It's a pretty common strategy. However, this time, when he gets to the top, for whatever reason, Jura is waiting for him, looking directly at him, and naturally he's not sure what to do. His plan pretty much failed already, so he goes back down to try and make Jura turn around and go back, but then when he goes back up to check, Jura obviously has other things on his mind because he walks straight towards him, making him panic and slide back down. But then I really don't know why this happens next. Jura clearly lost his mind. Maybe he's just tired of life, who knows? Or maybe all this time he just doesn't know how to use ladders. But that was a great NPC fail. Congratulations. Let's move on to number 3. Now, number 3 actually comes with its own commentary, and yeah, you guessed it, it's all to do with an elevator.
Is there anything else? No, don't do this. Uh-oh. No! No!
Reservoir Dog at number 2 is hosting some random invasions in this forest area. He gets invaded, and so he starts a fight with this opponent, and it lasts for a fairly long time. Not a bad fight, but the way it ends is just hilarious. They're both being cautious, dashing in to get a quick hit and then dashing back out, but then Reservoir Dog hits him, making him panic dash backwards straight off the cliff to his death. Pretty sure that's one of the most humiliating ways you can die in a PvP match. But that wouldn't be quite enough to take the second spot. There is more to come. Reservoir Dog ends up invading the exact same person literally 2 minutes later, his very next invasion, and they begin round 2. This fight lasts even longer than the previous one. His opponent is very cautious and really seems to not want to get hit, but then at the end, the unimaginable happens. Reservoir Dog hangs back and fires off some shots at him, and in his frantic attempts to dodge the bullets, his opponent ends up falling off the cliff to his death again in the exact same spot. I'm almost speechless. This clip was very close to taking the number 1 spot. If that fail happened to me, I don't think I would play Bloodborne ever again. But well done on taking the second spot. Let's take a look at number 1. Alright, now, there is just no way the number 1 spot wasn't going to be something to do with an elevator. It was clearly destined to happen, and out of all the countless failures I witnessed occurring on elevators, this one was by far the best. So Rafael here gets on the elevator, and somehow it teleports him up onto the roof of the elevator as it goes up. So that's just mind-blowingly bizarre by itself, but of course it's going to squish him at the top, so he rolls off the edge just in time, and then he falls straight through the floor, and then straight through the entire freaking map into endless space. And if that is not bad enough, the game then just gives up completely, and somehow he ends up in Father Gascoigne's boss fight. His health bar is going down, like he's being attacked. Is there another summon in the world? I don't get it. Maybe it's something to do with the pendant. Anyway, all I know for certain is that that is just one huge massive fail, so congratulations for being unlucky enough to take the first spot. Alright, thank you so much for watching everyone. Now next week's topic is top 10 boss kills. I don't think I've ever done a countdown that's not been fully related to PvP before, so I'm honestly really curious as to how this episode will turn out. You have 2 weeks from when this video goes up to submit, and if anything changes, I'll let you guys know on my Twitter, which recently hit 10,000 followers by the way. I'm really happy about that, so thank you everyone. Information on how to submit can all be found in the description below, and otherwise just thank you everyone again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.